Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mischief Makers Christmas Special.
Yay!
Very good. Ben will put a big cheer in post. Thank you. So this is a wonderful episode where I'm joined by the wonderful Chris Leask and Charlie Russell.
Hello.
To talk about Mischief 2022. We've got some of our favourite moments to go through and a quiz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we win anything? Like, do we get anything?
You will get one hug per correct answer.
That's okay. Like, I wouldn't have made all this effort to come here if that was going to be the prize.
Right,
I thought you were going to give me a bit.
What would you like? What
cash?
Would you like? Cash?
Cash?
We do not have cash.
No.
Okay, no, fair. I would have taken, like, just a gift.
How about I don't kick you?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
okay.
now
For every
I
question
definitely
you
want
get
to win.
right.
So every incorrect answer, Charlie Russell is going to kick you
In the
Wow,
shin.
okay.
in the shins.
Okay, this is great.
I got
Charlie, are
new
you
boots
happy
the other day.
with hugs?
I love a hug.
See how easy that was, Chris?
Okay, fine. I go back to I'd rather a hug than a kick.
Well, no, you've talked yourself into it now.
Oh, damn.
Too late.
Again.
All right, we should probably cut all this. It's too violent. Too violent for our listeners.
Sorry, I added the kicking.
That's all right. We kick Chris on a regular basis anyway. Okay, so Mischief 2022. Here we go.
Let's do this.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh, nice. Yeah, do you guys want to do? You
Okay.
did the jingle. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Mischief. A 20.
Mischief.
Do not add a cheer in post, please, Ben. Thank you.
How rude.
Okay. So, January. Play that goes wrong. Samaritans partnership plus restream of Mischief movie night. The Wizard of Paddington Station.
Yeah.
Chris has got his hand up.
Wait, is this a question? What was that a question?
No, that
Don't
was
know.
just a statement.
Oh,
Did
great.
I go up at the end?
Well, it was the way you looked at me. It made me feel like I should add something to that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to. Well, I never saw that. Was it good?
It was great. In January, we partnered with the Samaritans to raise money for them.
amazing.
And it was really fun. We managed to provide some tickets for people who actually work and volunteer for Samaritans to come and see our shows, to give them a bit of respite, because obviously the Samaritans offer an amazing service for people with mental health, but actually the people who are giving that service also need to look after themselves too. So it was about sort of helping the volunteers. And then myself and Jonathan, we went to the Theatre Cafe in London town.
I saw that on Instagram. Yeah.
On the socials, did
The
you?
socials,
On
yeah.
the socials. In the cafe, and it's the sort of thing where people paid a little bit to come and have a cup of tea and a chat. And what was really cool was that loads of our fans came maybe on their own and then got chatting to each other, as well as me and Jonathan. It was really lovely experience.
That's
Oh,
very
that's
cool.
amazing.
I learned so much about the charity. It's incredible.
Yeah. I've got a friend who works for them.
Really.
Well, volunteers for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
And
listener.
It's amazing work. Amazing
Yeah.
work.
What was your
It's really
favourite
good.
thing you learnt about the charity?
Um,
Not on the quiz. Separate question.
Well, it was just how they are now offering loads of different ways to provide the service. So obviously the most famous way is over the phone, but they actually offer, I think there's video call, you can email as well, and even they still write letters, I think.
Oh, wow.
So whatever's appropriate to you. And there's just so much thought and effort put into it by
Yeah.
the people who work there.
That's so
unbelievable.
cool. Well done, Mischief. Well done, Samaritans.
And what was the show you actually did then? For like what
We
Paddington? Did
we
you say?
re-streamed one of the Mischief movie night shows we'd done back in 2021. I think it was the January 2021.
Yeah.
We re-streamed one of those, and you could buy a pass to see it, and then the money went to Samaritans as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done,
Cool.
Mischief.
Well done, January. Lovely.
Well done, January.
I-
And actually,
I'm
I
currently
should
got
say,
some- go on.
well done, Harry Lockyer, and as
Yeah.
well as many other people who work for Mischief who did an incredible job with that campaign.
Yeah.
Getting it up and running. Well done. I've got some reindeer ears on that I'm going to take off because they've got bells on them.
Yep.
And I'm worried that the mic is picking it up.
No, that's fair. Mine's just, I'm going to take mine off as well, just because actually I'm so aware of the top of my head, it's distracting me.
You've
So I
become
didn't hear
aware of the
anything
top
you
of
guys
your
just
head.
said. No, I did.
Well, I'm not removing the Santa hat at
No.
all.
Why is
ever.
that?
Are you not too aware of the top of your head, though?
I love being finally aware of the top of my head. I've been missing it.
Is that what you've been missing?
Yeah. And then also, what's happening, Chris?
I think Chris is going to
I'm going to
sneeze.
sneeze. Oh, it's gone.
Well, that was
We'll put sneeze in post. Thanks, Ben. Okay, great. February. Okay, magic goes wrong. West End finishes.
Oh, yes. I think we had a wonderful send-off. They were brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did that finish? March, you say?
February.
February. Oh, because we're going through the months. I see.
That's how the calendar works,
We're going
Chris.
through 12 months.
February. Magic finishes. When? March.
Once again, there's no excuse this time because I'm not distracted by
We're going to go through
head.
all 12 months.
Great. Okay.
It's a review of 2022.
It's a review.
I've never done this one before. So, first of all, I'm a guest.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know that's what was happening. So this is great. So in February,
Yeah.
in February, you finished Magic Goes Wrong. That was a great show.
It was fun.
Really, really fun.
Really fun.
I mean,
the other thing that
ridiculous.
happened in February was the Peter Pan Goes Wrong North American debut on tour.
Wow.
I heard
I heard that was
amazing.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in Canada?
North American
Yeah, I
debut.
think it was in Canada as
Yeah.
well as America.
But what was that North American? Is that a continent?
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I don't know if it was even in America. Maybe it was just Canada.
I think it was
Maybe.
just Canada. I don't think it's debuted in.
Hold on.
Do you remember hearing about when they went over and then Henry Shields ended up staying, and then at one point he might have had to have been in it because they
Yes.
kept all getting ill?
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Henry Shields a lot.
And of all the people in Mischief to be stuck in a very, very cold and snowy place, the worst one is Henry Shields.
Yeah. And also, he found playing Hook exhausting. And so there was probably a part
It's
of
a
him that
hard
was
part.
like, I really
It's-
hope they don't ask me because I'm cold.
He hates being
I'm
cold.
cold and frail and I don't want to go on.
But he had to go to. I think this was last year or before, but bank robbery when that was on tour, he had to go to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Just sit in a hotel for 5 days,
Yeah.
waiting to go on. Never went on.
I
But
did 5
It
weeks
was
It was
on a
actually
bank robbery
grown-ups,
tour,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, grown-ups.
And he was petrified because he hadn't done it for
Yeah.
ages.
Right.
I did bank robbery a couple of years ago.
You were in Glasgow and
Sean
stuff.
broke his hand, yeah. Went to Glasgow.
He broke his hand
Broke his hand, yeah.
On the bed.
On the bed.
on the bed.
And then I had to swoop in. First
Save
show,
the day, isn't that right?
pretty
Dave?
much lost my voice.
Right, great.
Came
Professional.
in for the second show, was too embarrassed to be like, no, I can't go off. So I sat in my dressing room from 10 a.m. until the call, doing the gentlest warm up.
Nice.
And by the time the show got round, that was when my ego got the better of me, and it worked.
I think this is a good lesson for actually all those who want to be actors that are listening to this. Is that the best advice you can give is always be match fit and
Yep.
ready to go when that, because especially for all of us, I think we've all been called in.
Yeah,
I had
particularly
one
for mischief
weekend
shows.
where I
Yeah.
had to do bank robbery on a Saturday, and Sunday I had to do Peter Pan Goes Wrong in a different place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was luckily Peter Pan. I've got all my lines on the script, so
Sure.
Do not skimp on that physical and vocal warm up.
Yeah.
My goodness.
My
and
goodness.
check those comedy bits, because I ran into Play That Goes Wrong once. I mean, not physically run into the show, but a couple of years ago I got called in last minute, and because I didn't check something, I ended up having my head smashed against the window frame.
oh wow,
Nice.
Yeah.
We've just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a prize.
So Chris Leask will not be getting kicked.
You will still be getting kicked for every wrong answer, but
I'm just so excited about the prize.
oh, I see. Charlie
My
sort of had her
hand
hand cupped by her face, and I thought she had a question.
More because I was just like, oh my gosh, a prize.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of prizes, first question.
Oh my
coming
days!
up. Here we go. Jingle, cue in a jingle, please.
Mischief.
Quiz time.
Perfect.
Very good.
Okay.
Robot girl. Loved it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Question 1.
Oh, yes.
Magic Goes Wrong had its final show in the West End in February and on tour in May. But how many mousetraps were used in total across the whole run?
Well, there's mousetraps in that show.
Yes.
Yes.
Dave's bit.
For the blade, the bit I played, Chris.
So it was in your tongue.
Tongue
both
and
your hands.
hands.
1,000.
1,000,
No,
Chris?
No, you'd be wrong.
Oh no, because
The
maybe
whole
they didn't.
time, I'm
It's
going to
not
go
like a
with
new- it's not like a new mousetrap.
1,986.
I think it's less.
1,986 and 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
We're going to go with who's closest. Closest is, not by much, Charlie Russell.
No. Okay.
It's less, isn't it? Because actually, it's not
No,
like
it's
they were all...
1,437.
Wow, that was going to be my second choice.
Yep. Round of applause, everyone.
Shut up! I won.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be one kick.
Whoa.
Chris.
No, 1-0 to me. There's a prize. We will stop kicking each other.
Okay, fine. Very good. On to your favourite month, Chris, March.
Yeah, it's my favourite month.
So March and April. Here we go. the first ever Grown-Ups UK tour ended. Magic Goes Wrong was on Comic Relief, and the play that goes wrong, Cast Change.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, the guys did Comic Relief. It was Head and John, wasn't it?
That's right. I think it was a Mind Mangler,
Yep.
which it would sound very fun. I think they had a really nice time.
I didn't see that one, I'm afraid. But
Neither did I.
Neither did I. So
okay, let's try this.
There was something
again.
happening at the time. There's a reason why I couldn't watch it, but
Oh,
now
I
I
just
can't
had a
remember
social life.
yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, and I hate Hen and John.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, sure.
Yeah.
Well, but say it again.
Okay. Magic Goes Wrong was on Comic Relief.
Oh my days! It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so funny.
Too sarcastic. You sound
was it?
yeah.
Inauthentic.
Oh wow! Oh wow! It was so good.
I'm
You're
glad
bad.
you're in a place for notes.
You're a bad actor, Chris.
Oh well, yeah.
Guys,
No one's going to disagree with that.
there's another quiz question here.
Oh, I love quiz.
Yeah.
Jingle.
Mischief.
Quiz time.
That almost sounded like you said Chris time.
Damn.
It does sound like quiz.
Quiz
Ha,
time.
can't say
Quiz
no
time.
name. Quiz
Quiz
time.
Quiz is quiz. Okay, here we go. Quiz. Which cast member officially has a photo of them hanging in an actual museum?
No.
Wait, a cast member, like, of the play that goes wrong now? Like, because of the cast change?
It is to do with the play that goes wrong, yes.
All right. I
An
reckon.
actor has one of the actors in one of the mischief people.
I'll read the question again and listen carefully.
Oh,
Okay?
sorry, Dave.
Yes. Which cast member officially has a photo of them hanging in an actual museum?
Is it a good museum?
Is it because they're not allowed in? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it
Yeah,
because
are
they've
they
been
banned?
naughty?
No,
Yeah.
And they're banned.
they've not been. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming they've not been banned. I think it's actually impossible
is
for this
you-
particular cast member to be banned.
Is if it's you?
It's not me.
Yeah. 'cause I
Oh,
wouldn't-
wait. Is it Winston?
Yes, it's Winston the dog.
Because, why is he in a What? How? Oh, because that's where we got the picture from.
It's in the American Kennel Club Museum of the Dog.
Really?
So that's 2-0.
Wow,
Russell.
you're doing very well.
Ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
You gave yourself a new jingle.
No, that was the 2-0 jingle.
Oh, what's the 3-0?
Ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
I'll
Oh,
find
well,
out.
you'll wait to
Well,
find out to the
I'm
next
really annoyed.
question.
Like, maybe we could do buzzes instead.
What?
Because I don't like the shouting out.
What?
You want to
Because
buzz?
I'm such a kind
All right,
person.
I'll
I'm just
buzz.
like,
Okay, you
I
can
will
buzz.
buzz
what's your
you.
buzz going to be?
You can buzz, but you only get one answer.
What's your buzz going to be?
Wah.
Okay,
Wah.
mine's going to wah,
It's the same buzz, Chris.
Okay, both buzz at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
wah.
I can tell the difference.
Okay, fine.
very good.
But
Mine's
maybe
more
actually
nasal.
for the podcast, no, we can hear. We got different voices. Mine's like a smooth river, and yours is like a.
Jagged rock.
Made it like a jagged rock. That was very good.
I made myself laugh.
I would say Charlie Russell has a smooth river voice.
Okay,
do.
okay, I can have
Chocolate.
smooth.
Do you have a
River
sort of
voice.
raspy nightmare? May to June. Here we go. May to June. Oh, including
May to June, so
Yeah.
we're not doing individual months then.
Well, the last one was March to April.
Oh, we didn't talk about the cast change. The fact that they're amazing and awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Love
for
them.
sure.
Tick. May to June.
Done.
Okay,
They're very
so
good.
Magic Goes Wrong tour finished. Play That Goes Wrong. Original cast return, and Greg goes viral on TikTok.
That's more exciting.
I
isn't it,
did.
really?
I don't know how I didn't hear about that.
No, I don't have TikTok.
Neither do I. We're all
no,
millennials.
But Greg's done
The rare-
very well.
Yeah, the way I work TikTok is I wait until the really famous TikToks get onto Instagram
Yeah.
about 3 weeks later.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I'm behind,
Behind
but
the curve.
aware. Yeah, I like to be behind
You're
the
on
curve.
the curve though.
I'm behind it. I can see it. No, it's behind me. I don't know. I'm not ahead of the curve. I'm behind it.
Yeah, you're behind the curve.
I'm just
but
always looking at a curve.
Yeah.
You're at the
Not in
sort
a
of
sexual way.
You're not in. I love how you responded as if someone
No
had
one
suggested
thought
that.
that was sexual.
Not in a
'cause in
sexual
my-
way.
Now we think it's sexual.
Okay, so that there were in my head. I was like curves.
So you're not on the
Watching it.
apex
Oh,
of the curve
No,
Curves.
yeah, no. I'm behind the curve.
Yeah, I was just thinking of curve.
in like a road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Or curb.
different thing.
Okay.
Let's find out about Greg Tannehill.
Yeah.
Like why
Wait,
did
don't you-
he deserve to be viral and
You,
not
So-
shouldn't
us?
you take credit for this, Dave?
I take full credit for it, as I should. So I recorded some videos of Greg while we were doing Play That Goes Wrong, I think in Manchester. from backstage of him doing the various not so fast Inspector entrances.
Was this when the original cast went back into the play that goes wrong? You
yeah.
see, it's all tying together.
It's all linked.
So how many entrances it was? What was it?
How many entrances did Greg make? So it was one a day. So it was 8. I did 8 in total for obviously the matinees and stuff as well.
Was it always exactly the same way he said it?
It was pretty, almost identical every time. The only way you could really tell the difference was because I filmed it from a slightly different angle every day. But when I played him back to Greg, he was like, I need to find some variation. And I was like, no, Greg, you found the thing that's funny. He's so good.
consistent.
He's found what works.
He's like
amazing.
the perfect person to work with.
He's the
as
perfect
well
person.
as I.
As I.
As well as
I.
The perfect person to work with. Yeah.
This is true. But yeah, he's found it. He's found the
he's very
magic
good.
formula.
Wow.
But what was really nice was going back into the tour and actually going to the UK, because when we first did the tour back in 2015, 14,
Yeah.
we didn't go to Manchester and Newcastle. And Jonathan is from Manchester and Rob is from Newcastle, near Newcastle.
Near
it's like
Newcastle,
his home.
yeah.
That's where his big, home theatre is. So it was really nice for us to go there when us oldies hadn't actually managed to. And the audiences were so lovely.
They're great.
Oh, they came out in full force and were so
Yeah.
kind and supportive. It was great.
I came to see you in Manchester.
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
Yeah, it was very good.
Oh,
It
thanks.
was kind of cool seeing you guys do it as well.
Yeah, it was a
Really?
fun show.
You weren't just like, ugh, these guys.
No, I mean I've seen that show so many times because
you were in it.
my girlfriend was in it as well. So I went to she was in it to the cast change in April.
Oh, yes, so she was in the
March.
cast before, which was
She was
also
in the cast
awesome.
before. And so I saw her in it like 15, 20 times. I probably
That's so many
exaggerated.
That's a lot of time.
But
Yeah.
you want to show sport, and I really enjoyed the show. But then also playing Trevor in it, you see it every single day because you sit up front.
Yeah.
And I love that show, and it still makes me laugh. So I think that speaks volumes about the show and my patience.
It does. It's a great show, and we had a lot of fun doing
We
it.
did. It was
we
really
managed
nice
to,
to go
sort
back
of
into it.
rehearse it in like 2-3 days. It was amazing how much we remembered. But then you do feel the weight of years.
My body is not the same.
No.
But guys,
Sorry, that
Tired.
sounded like a judgment
Wow,
on you.
Chris.
That
You were
wasn't.
so
I was
quick off the
I
back of
was
that.
agreeing with my body's not the same.
Yeah,
But it
I
sounded
know.
like I was like, no, your body is not.
It was tough. It was tough, but also really fun.
so quiz question. Here we go.
Mischief.
Quiz time.
Nice.
Quiz time.
Quiz
Quiz
time.
time.
Quiz time. Okay, so quiz question. Greg went viral earlier this year on TikTok, but how many views did the video get?
Wah.
Wow.
Charlie Russell.
You wanted a buzz, Chris. It's the consequences
I forgot about the buzz.
of your actions. 7 million.
7 million. 7 million views. Chris, would you like to?
Wow.
Yeah.
6,999,000.
Oh,
you've
you're
gone
so
one under 7 million.
annoying.
One under, so I can claim anything below that. If it's above,
Well, I can claim
I'm
anything
Okay.
above that.
So we'll go with who's closest because neither of you were bang on, and who's closest is Charlie Russell.
No! Really? How many did he get? This is not fair. Like,
What,
how many
because you're
questions
losing?
are left?
Well, there's 1, 2. So yeah, 3. So you can tie.
I can bring it
you
back.
Can tie.
can
Okay, so
only tie.
the total amount of views was 12 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and 2.2 million likes.
Wow.
So presumably, nearly 10 million people hated it.
What? What we've learned from that, people weren't a fan.
Yeah, people were like, we all
that's really
watched it,
cool.
but we hated it.
Does Greg know all this stuff?
I don't know. He must do.
Oh, yeah, we shouldn't tell
We'll
him.
text him.
Yeah, we'll text
No, don't
him.
tell him his head's getting far too big.
Yeah.
He's just been nominated for a What's on Stage award.
I know,
Yeah.
which is a December thing. But well, let's get that to that in December.
all right.
Okay,
There
here
is
we
an
go.
order.
Yeah, that you
we're now
don't
on
understand.
the month of July.
Lovely.
You happy with that, Chris?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Ukrainian theatre company staged The Play That Goes Wrong for Ukrainian refugees in
amazing.
Latvia.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Which was very
amazing.
cool.
That's
I think
amazing.
Amy Marchant had a lot to do with that as well. She
Yep.
went out there.
She did.
Yeah,
She went
yeah.
out and directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so lovely to feel like we could do something. I mean,
Yeah.
I take zero credit. I'm just so pleased that it was something that as a company we could do.
Yeah.
To like make people laugh when things must be so hard.
Yeah.
It's
There was
all we
talk
can really
of
provide.
trying to sort of do something in Ukraine, but it was too dangerous.
I think
And
we would probably be a hindrance.
Yes, yeah, we'd
making
be
it about us.
Mischief
in the way,
being
Little bit in
involved
the
on the
way.
front lines, falling over.
Yeah.
Just be like, please get away. You're
Yeah,
no,
unhelpful.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's amazing that you guys.
It
did
was
that,
really
though.
good.
That's
Well,
incredible.
it's not. It's not like us specifically, but it is the show and the actors and Amy Marchant and all the people who
Yeah.
had something to do with making that happen. It's just incredible.
amazing.
But I went over to Latvia a few months before to help out with the Latvian production. Where I spent a couple of days with Amy, and I'm good friends with the guy who plays Max in the Latvian show. So he texted me when the Ukrainian guys were over there, and it was just like, it's amazing. It was such
Oh,
an
wow.
I
amazing.
think, did they rehearse it in Latvia then?
Yeah, I think at the same theatre.
Yeah.
So, because Latvia is obviously very... I didn't really realise until I looked at a map when I was flying over. I sort of roughly
Very
know where
close,
Latvia
yeah.
is, but the geography, it's kind of quite congested in that area.
It's next to
Congested like
Belarus,
traffic,
which is
but
next to you.
countries are quite close together. And yeah, it was really interesting speaking to everyone out there, because I think weirdly the guy was saying the kind of closer you are to it, the sort of calmer everyone is. Everyone's very aware of it, but actually there was this kind of amazing feeling of like, we're going to keep going, keep making shows, really happy to have particularly have a comedy on and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was really I was really, same as you, Charlie, like helpful that we could contribute some kind of positivity in some way.
Yeah,
That
I
is
definitely feel like I'm sort of basking in that glory, but I feel very proud
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No quiz question for July.
Fair enough.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
August, Ed Fringe.
I wasn't invited.
Okay,
No,
so
we didn't
we'll
want you
just
there,
turn
Chris.
Chris's mic off. Thank you.
Do not turn my mic off because I've got stuff to add.
Ed Fringe. We had 3 shows.
We did.
We had Charlie Russell Aims to Please.
Hello.
We had Mischief Movie Night.
That was sexual.
Hi.
You could have asked
Say
me to
that
come and
last
play the
bit again.
bongos. I would have come and played a drum for you.
Get out. We had Charlie Russell Aims to Please.
Hello. That was sexual.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
We had Mischief Movie Night. Hello.
That is
And
sexual.
we had Mind Mangler.
What would Henry Lewis sound like? Hello.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
It's not an ogre.
It's me, Henry Lewis. That's kind of quite a good
That was
impression.
better towards the end. I think Henry, there he is. Okay, right.
No, Henry would be like this.
No, Henry, like Mind Mangler.
What would Jono be?
No.
Listen,
Okay, listen, I'm going to read your minds, okay? I'm the mind mangler.
Nice.
listen. I'm gonna read your minds.
Well, read your
Mind.
minds.
Minds.
Yeah,
yeah,
this
that's
is
it.
good.
Yeah, well done, us.
Oh, hello. Is that Henry Lewis?
Yes.
Very good.
So what we've learned is that our combined talent of 3 makes 1 Henry Lewis.
That is the ratio.
That's how gifted that man is.
Yeah.
There we are.
Every 3 to 1.
So we did Edinburgh, Charlie Russell. Let's talk about Charlie Russell Aims to Please.
Yeah.
Smash hit in Edinburgh, sold out, extra shows,
Yes.
a billion 5-star reviews.
Well, I don't think that's true. But,
How many was it?
I don't
50?
actually know.
I mean, neither. But let's say a
It
billion.
was
Let's
a
say a
lot.
billion.
It was a
yeah.
lot.
Let's say a billion.
Yeah.
It was.
It was really, really fun. Yeah, we were really lucky. It was sort of sold out. The whole thing was sold out, which was really cool. And it was really exciting to do I think for Mischief to have a solo show. We'd not done that before, had we? No.
No.
And also, it was the first thing that I had written, and technically, it's the first thing that hadn't been written by one of the 3, sort of Henry and John.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it had a slightly different take. I think if you think about the spectrum of Mischief's work, and you've got magic goes wrong and play that goes wrong on one end, and maybe grown-ups on the other, I'm further along
Yeah.
from grown-ups. There was quite a serious element to it, which I think shocked people a little. But it was also meant to be really fun and silly, and I had a lovely, lovely time.
Yeah.
Really
I'm
exciting.
I'm going to comment on your show.
Yeah, okay. You saw a
This-
preview in London, didn't you?
I saw a preview in London. I couldn't make it up to Edinburgh. 'Cause
noted.
I was busy not crying about not being asked to go to Edinburgh. But I saw a show on the previews, and I honestly was in love with it. I thought it was unbelievable, and I think the charm you had, the way, because when I heard about the idea, having done improvisation and stuff like that, I was like, there's one thing improvising, there's another thing improvising on your own with an audience. that's incredible. So when I heard about it, I was a bit nervous because you're my pal, and I was a bit like, oh wow, this is intimate and vulnerable, and wow, this is intense. Then saw you, and your charm and your ease at doing it was wonderful.
Aww.
And it was so funny. And then when you had that moment where you suddenly brought in the serious element, I was blown away, and it was beautiful. And honestly, by the end of it, all of us were crying because we were just like, it was so perfectly done, and it was so delicate and sensitive, and it was just gorgeous. You smashed it.
Thank you very much. Those are lovely, kind words, and you're very generous. Thank you.
Now ask me about what I did in August. No, I'm joking.
I would say that the whole thing, it's not that the whole thing, obviously, like, I had stuff prepared, but at one point we thought maybe what I'd do is plan the whole thing. And it was actually Katie Ann, my director, who has been incredible this whole time, was just like, Charlie, you kind of have to do the whole thing and be ready to improvise. And so I had lots prepared that I could do depending on what the audience asked for, but also sometimes they would ask for something I didn't have anything for, and it really was a challenge. But I think having done some Emmy in Mischief Movie Night, where I play that host role, that had really helped. And you just realise, oh, you know what? The worst that can happen is that, it goes badly, it's very embarrassing, and you have a cry. And that is bad. And I was worried about the show, and I thought, if it's terrible, that will be awful. But I just reminded myself that, it could go really badly and everyone hates it and it's a big failure. But ultimately, my good friends and family will sort of rub my back. So, yeah, sorry, mate, that didn't go very well. And then we'll move on, and you go, okay, it's worth trying.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad at all. It was absolutely amazing.
I'm really proud of the show.
And also, just to say as well, like the sort of modesty of going, well, I had some of, a lot of it was planned, but like actually, I think that's harder because you had loads of stuff planned, but you just didn't know what order it would be in,
or if I'd use it,
or if you'd even use it at all.
Yeah, I had to have more material than time.
Yeah,
so I had to have more than an hour's worth of stuff in my head,
which is madness
with props and stuff. But but also I was so supported by Mischief and the whole team, Katie Ann and everyone involved, and I felt really, really lucky. And we had a lovely time up there. And then we were doing Mischief Movie Night. So I would do that at 3:15 and I would walk over to the International Conference Centre and do Mischief Movie Night for an hour, which was so fun. And we had such a wonderful stage and a great team up there this year. It was really, really fun to do that after and let go, but more improv. I was very tired. I couldn't socialise at all. Far too old.
Yeah,
it
was
looked
exhausting.
like you were having the best time.
Yeah,
and all
it was really
shows,
fun.
including like Mischief Movie Night and My Mangler.
Oh, My
All
Mangler
three
was
of them
so
were
funny.
great shows.
Yeah, My Mangler did great as well. And I went
it
to
was
see
really
it,
good.
In the Beyond, and it was amazing. It was really, really fun. And it's just weird in Edinburgh because you're like, oh, it's exhausting, but you should be able to do like 1 or 2 hours of performing a day. But it's just the fact that you don't have like a home base. You sort of go out, socialise and see other shows. And so you don't kind of realise until you come back that you're like, oh man, I'm absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
I think there's also something in improvising for an hour takes a kind of energy, not only physically, but also from your brain. And I learnt doing a solo show is intense. Like you're exhausted. But it was so worth it.
Yeah.
We had such a good time.
Ready for another quiz question?
Yes. So weighted.
Give me the quiz jingle.
This time it's going to be different, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm not happy with the way it's gone. So actually, Charlie, could you just leave this for a second? I'm going to do this on my own.
Okay.
Jingle, 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 jingle. It's time for Chris to win the jingle, jingle quiz.
Time for Chris to win the jingle quiz.
Mm-hmm.
For God's sake.
That's
okay,
fine, Tom.
right, let's do
Begin
it.
it, David.
Okay, quiz question. Oh, this is an open question, so we don't have an answer for it. So I'm participating as well.
Wait, so
I can win.
No.
No, I'm up for
Subjective.
subjective ones.
It says open question, but
That's not a
Okay.
test. That's
no,
not,
I think
what?
it is. It is
Quiz
subjective.
rules.
Okay, I tell you what.
Okay.
I'm
Who's
not
going to be the judge?
I'm going to judge it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to judge it. It is a subjective question. What's the best way to make sure someone takes your flyer at Ed Fringe?
Wasp. Buzz.
Wasp buzz. Chris Leask.
You just need to throw it at them.
Okay, just need to throw it at him.
I just didn't like that.
Do we have something from...
A wide stance, right? So you take a wide stance in front of them, and then they can't get around you, and you can't be pushed over.
So Charlie's...
And kindness for me, and I'd say also kindness and positivity.
And also like a really good 5-star improvised comedy show, and have all the info just
Have some
ready
patter.
to go.
I'd make it about them. I'd sell to them. I'd be like, what do you
Chris,
need?
this is flyering, not
I'd
therapy.
take them on a date.
So
I
Charlie's
hear you.
Charlie's
I
got the
hear you.
inside track on this because we used to have a joke that John would fly with a really wide stance.
Oh.
So wide that he would literally be like 2 foot tall. He would
And
basically be in the
doing box
splits.
splits, yeah.
But because you're 3-0 ahead, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give this to Chris.
Pity points, sure.
No,
not
you
pity
didn't
points.
have to
No,
say that.
I'm gonna
You could have
tell-
just
Been
given
said,
it to
though,
me.
hasn't
No, but
it? It's out
also
there.
because I was on the fence. But I tell you what, because Charlie's has the inside track and is appealing to what I find amusing.
Yes.
technically
But
cheated.
She's wrong because
It doesn't work,
Because
no, it's true.
the wide stance does not work. It puts people are like, why are you standing so weird?
It is weird.
Yeah.
No, the real way to do it is to actually be calm and just have a nice conversation and let people walk away if you want, and then just have the information. It's at 7:30. It's for this. Here you go, and just let them go. But
Be kind as
Be
well.
kind. You
but
win
it's-
with being
But don't
working
throw
out
the flyers
why,
at
why
them.
is it
Don't
you
throw
need
them.
this product?
Shameful.
you gave him the point.
I gave him the point purely for kindness.
No, yeah.
But also, it's quite a roller coaster with your flyering. You throw it at them,
Yeah.
be kind, and then say, "What do you need?" I would say, "I need you not to throw stuff at me."
And then I'd be like, that will never happen again.
Great, and then I
Yeah,
leave.
because
And
then
then,
literally never
I'd
see
be
you
like,
again.
see you there.
I don't have a
weird and
flyer.
creepy
You threw it
now.
at me. It's on the
Don't
floor.
worry, and then I just follow them.
And then a warden comes over and says, "Sorry, sir, have you just littered? Pick up that flyer. £60 fine."
He's following
What?
them now.
Who's giving fines out in Edinburgh?
The litter police.
There are actually.
They're
that is a
actually
thing.
litter
Yeah,
police.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a job. I'd
Yeah.
love that job.
Would you?
Yep. This question.
Okay.
Please let it be what Chris always wanted to be. Because I
Okay.
can tell you, that is the litter police.
September to October, Chris Leask begins new role as litter police, head of litter police.
Litter police squadron.
Captain.
September to
Commodore.
October, rehearsals start for Good Luck Studio.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Play That Goes Wrong's 8th birthday. And Good Luck Studio opens
Well,
In September.
September, October,
And it was my birthday.
and it was your birthday.
and Chris Leask's birthday.
Good Luck Studio is a new play written by Henry Shields.
Yep.
Yeah.
Starring
Very funny. Starring.
Starring me.
Chris Leask.
And,
yeah.
No. Starring Greg Tannehill.
Yeah,
Sorry.
starring Greg.
Yeah, TikTok
Sta- yeah,
sensation.
Yeah.
Greg Tannehill and pals.
Superstar Greg Tannehill.
That's not a joke. He was in it.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
actually
Greg
in it.
Tannehill
And
also was in it.
we should probably mention now that he has been nominated for What's on Stage
Yeah. And
Award.
if you are listening to this,
award.
So what's on
do
stage?
not
magazine.
vote for him.
No,
What?
no,
Do
we have
not
to vote for him.
It's reverse psychology, guys.
Oh.
Do not vote for
don't
him.
vote for him.
Don't go on the What's
Doesn't
on
deserve
Stage
it.
website and click, yeah, Greg Tannehill's a really good supporting actor.
Also,
That's nice.
Thomasin in Play That Goes Wrong is nominated as well.
Do not
Really?
vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's amazing.
I know.
What's that for
I think
then?
newcomer.
Wow.
Amazing.
Which totally deserved.
Absolutely, he's amazing. He plays Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
He's brilliant.
It was great when I saw him. Yeah.
So there you go. So that's very good news.
Don't
But that-
go and vote for them, but do.
I'm petitioning currently to see if What's on Stage will do a worst actor category, and the only person in it is Harry Kershaw.
That's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
every year.
Every year,
And
Harry
it's only
Kershaw
him.
wins
You
worst
know-
actor, even if he's not worked.
But he won't after
No.
a while.
Yeah.
Chris, no, Good Luck Studio. It was an incredible show. So funny. I think the writing was brilliant, and everyone in it was so well cast and did their job superbly. How did you find it?
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was an amazing experience. I loved the play. I mean, Shields, when we were filming Nativity was when he first sent me the script. So that was like 3 years ago?
2020.
Yeah.
2020, that's 2 years ago.
Great.
And and I read it then, and the way it moved on, like his writing is so brilliant. Even the first drafts, like you look at it and go, not much has to change.
He's
just a
very annoying, isn't he?
Very talented writer.
Yes.
He also understands voices and people's clowns. So, I mean, he wrote, for example, I think what Greg's character was. He knows what Greg's clown is, and he writes so well for that performer to perform that role. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with the addition of also having like Henry Lewis directing it, who was an amazing director, like he, apart from just being a really decent, kind, amazing human being, he just understands comedy so well. He just knows how to communicate, and sometimes it comes. It's actually quite refreshing. There was a few times like in the rehearsal room, I'd be looking at a joke and be like, "This isn't working," and it would be so simple, which you never get directors to do, and go, "Oh, just pause for 5 seconds and then say it," and you just go, "Okay." And you do it. It's so mechanical, but it works. And it's just, the man's a genius. He just understands comedy so well.
Yeah.
But also, it was such a comfortable room having both Shields and Hen in there, because they just let you play as well. They just go, just find it. There's no pressure. You'll find the joke. Just have fun with it and relax.
It was Henry's directorial debut, wasn't it?
It
was,
was.
yeah.
It was. Yeah, yeah.
Incredible work.
Yeah.
Absolutely smashed it.
And it was produced by, which was new for Mischief as well, being produced by Mercury Theatre and Salisbury.
Yeah.
So getting them on board was amazing as well. They were two amazing theatres.
I heard many good things about them, yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
were
were so
amazing.
lovely, and they were so... I think they really matched what Mischief's energy is, which is
Great.
creating a piece as an ensemble, being a family and supporting each other. And they really came in and joined us in that family feel.
I'm really
which
glad.
I thought was amazing.
I'm really
Yeah.
glad you had such a good time, because when I saw it, I was so proud that it was the next Mischief thing. So I'm really glad that that level of like quality was also reflected in the room and your
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, and I also think it was quite nice for Mischief as well to go to just a different side of comedy. Whereas, like, I think it's not to say it's that. I mean, we do have jokes in some of our shows that we do that are a bit darker and a bit silly, a
Yeah.
bit ruder. But this was a lot more of a dark comedy. And I think it was actually quite nice to explore that, and quite nice for the fans to see a different side of what we do.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
it came across really well. I think people really enjoyed it.
Well, I think I was really proud of Mischief, like kind of this year, because I think I know like Charlie and I have also been pushing for like kind of more dynamic sort of shows in the Mischief repertoire, and I
Just
think
varied,
to have and I think to have like kind of Grown Ups and then Charlie Russell Aims to Please and then Good Luck Studio kind of in the canon is really
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh, so great.
And we can always keep making more Goes Wrong stuff, but it's always also really exciting to like work on these newer things or like a different style of comedy.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
was so proud when I went to see it.
Yeah.
Obviously not of you though.
No.
No.
No, that's completely fair. In
Yeah.
fact, I think the whole show I just looked like a mess because I was dressed as a dragon.
Yeah.
And I mean, day one when they showed me the costume, they were like, I looked at it, was like, okay, cool. So I'm already a sweaty man. So is Gareth Tempest, who is also in a lot of Mischief stuff. He was in
Yes,
Bank Robbery as well.
yeah.
We both had to wear dragon costumes, and they showed us the costume, and we were like, that's a quilt.
Yep.
You made it. The costume's a quilt.
Mate, welcome to my world in Pan. I was in
Yeah.
a military sleeping bag.
You guys are just in
Wow.
blankets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Next time
Mad.
you guys can be in your underwear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
I have also been
And
in my
We would
underwear.
sell,
Yes,
well,
you
I'd
have.
sell a
A
lot
lot.
less tickets if that was the case.
Yeah.
You tell us. You were in your underwear in Pan.
I've been in my underwear quite a lot. Been in my underwear in Pan, been in my underwear on Goes Wrong show on the BBC.
Been in your underwear at home.
Yeah, and just around the house.
Yeah.
Now for November. And November is Mind Mangler Tour announced, and we're going straight into a quiz question.
Okay, stop. Oh, yeah, that was to me.
Yep.
You continue.
But you go. What's the jingle?
Oh, November, Bember.
We're going to leave you with that, Chris.
Outrageous.
Sit in
We
your
didn't
shame.
like that.
If you give him another pity point for that
Yep.
nonsense, I'm gonna lose
I
it.
rhymed.
That's true.
November.
With
November,
no, nonsense.
Movember, Babember. You didn't even put
When
a
you
V
say
in
it
it.
back-
You didn't even say remember.
Yeah.
Did I not?
No.
Remember the 5th of November.
Well,
It's
that's
not
already
that, is it?
taken. I'm not going to
Yeah,
steal
November,
someone
November,
else's
5th
song.
November, yeah.
I got confused because my show was on the 5th of December.
So you were using that to
No,
remember
never.
December.
Yeah.
December, the 5th of December.
December, remember.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Moving on.
Okay, quiz question. Here we go. I don't expect you to know this specifically, but it will be whoever gives the most sort of amusing answer. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Where did the Mind Mangler play his last gig?
Oh, off the M25.
Off the M25. Any advances on the
In a petrol
off the M25?
station.
By Buzz Wasp off the High Wycombe.
He's
Oh
gone.
no!
I've panicked. I've used all my energy on November, whatever that
no.
was.
That was your energy.
Because
On
is there an
that?
actual answer to
There
this?
is an actual answer.
So where did he play his last gig?
Are you asking me the
Wait,
question?
hang on. Is this so? The tour that's coming next year. Where does he play his last gig?
No. Where does the Mind Mangler? Not where does
Oh.
Henry Lewis playing the Mind
Is it
Mangler?
the Watford intersection or something like that? Watford petrol station. Watford's petrol station.
Just love Watford.
It is the Luton Holiday Inn Conference Centre, Suite 2B.
That is brilliant, and I
Suite
should have known
2B.
that.
Yeah.
Well, so he actually just does it in a suite.
Yeah.
Was that?
No,
yeah.
like there's suites in the conference centres.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see, I see.
Yeah. Not in like a hotel suite.
No, I was about to say,
should have
Travelodge has
known
done
that.
very well.
Yeah.
Luton's right next to Bedford, and that's where I'm from.
I think if I'm going to have to award a point, it's going to be to Charlie Russell.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on!
No, it's deserved. It's deserved.
deserved.
It is
I was too busy
deserved.
touring to find the right answer. I should have just said something.
I think if you just
said,
gone
like,
straight with the
inside a
Watford thing, that
pear,
would have been better.
Then
I should have said inside a
yeah,
pear.
or a goose farm or something. Then there you go, big laugh.
That would have been great. Yeah. Damn it. Inside a. Can we do it again?
Do
No.
one more, and if you can make me laugh,
Okay.
we'll see. Okay, go
Oh
on.
my gosh!
Go on. Where did he play his last gig?
In a Christmas cracker. No, it wasn't good.
I didn't laugh.
But
I
it was
didn't
themed.
laugh.
It was themed.
It
Okay,
was.
go, Charlie.
Where did he play his last gig?
Up the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it was because she did like a
Why?
jaunty
The
comedy.
delivery, and also
Yeah.
because I
Podcast.
almost said up the something else.
I thought you were going to say up his
I
ass.
thought you would have said out my ass. Yeah.
It was a quick curve.
Yeah.
Away.
Great, up
There
his
was an
own ass.
emotional change midway through the gag. Okay, so it's
That was the
4-1.
tension.
4-1 to Charlie, but maybe the last question will be worth 3 points. Who knows?
It should be.
Okay, so we're in December now.
Yes, Christmas.
Currently.
Remember,
Yeah.
December.
Remember, December is Christmas. Okay, so in December, Charlie Russell aims to please returns.
And it went very well. We had a lovely
yeah.
time.
Where was it at?
The Other Palace. We did 2 back to back, and it was super fun. And the Other Palace were awesome. So cool.
Yeah, the other was it in the cabaret space or the main?
No, darling, it was in the main
bit?
space.
Of
Whoa!
course.
And you had to add a show
We
because
did.
you had sold so many tickets.
Too popular.
Yes.
Chris had
Thanks to
bought
the
too
wonderful
many
Mischief
tickets.
fans.
I bought too many tickets.
First
And
show
then
was
didn't
empty,
come.
other than
and
Chris.
just me.
I've got a new podcast here, but I'm going to take this opportunity to plug mine and Chris's podcast.
Outrageous.
I
It's
know.
not actually a
it's
Mischief
not a
podcast.
Mischief
But you know
podcast.
what? We love you.
It's
we
got
love it.
me, Chris, Henry Shields, Ellie Morris, and Adam Aguido.
Yeah.
So
And you should check it out. It's called Hell or High Rollers, and it is on all your favourite listening platforms.
yeah, what's that phrase?
I don't like that
Wherever
phrase.
you find
it's
your
just
podcast.
like
Wherever you find your
wherever you find
podcast.
your favourite podcasts.
It'll
Yeah.
be
Am
there.
I putting the favourite in? You don't need the favourite bit.
You don't need it. It's welcome.
Wherever
Great.
you find your podcast.
But it's called Hell or High Rollers, and it is a fantasy D&D. I don't like saying D&D because
You
it
don't
is
put
kind of
people off.
D&D, but it's more than that.
It's accessible
It's like
even
a-
if you aren't into D&D.
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
it's a
good way of putting
comedy like role playing, storytelling.
Exactly.
It's
Not
like imagine
sexual.
if you're into non-sexual improv.
Who is into that?
Yeah, come on.
know.
It's basically the way I just tried to sell it to Jono was it's Mischief movie night with a couple of dice rolls.
it. Yeah, basically.
Which
yeah.
is basically what
and
it
it's very
is.
silly and funny,
Demons.
and we really enjoy it. We've got 5 episodes, about to record the 6th.
And 5 stars.
We got 5 stars,
From-
just one.
I don't know. There must be someone's. Giving
Yeah,
it, surely
I like
someone's
this.
Giving it 5
That's
stars.
yeah, that's true.
Do
then-
not fact check that, please.
And we've got another podcast.
Yep,
This one,
this one.
Mischief Makers.
We have Mischief Makers. We
Yeah,
have to
but-
talk about this.
Yeah, but we're doing it right now.
Okay, so guys, we've also got another podcast. If you listen to it, it's this one here.
Great.
It's exactly where you find your favourite podcast because you found
Because
it.
you're
and
listening
you're
to it
listening
now.
to it now.
Congratulations. That was the final quiz question.
And hilariously, we're
wasn't.
almost at the end of this podcast, so we're plugging this podcast at the end
Well,
of
there
it.
may be
Tell-
more episodes. Subscribe and tell people about it. That kind of thing. You should say that.
Go on your
Nice.
favourite listening platforms.
Don't go on like your least favourite ones.
No.
We won't be there.
You'll find the podcast on your favourite listening platforms. Don't look for podcasts in the mail. They won't be there.
What, as in
They'll
the
be,
post?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the post. They'll be on your listening platforms.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I'm glad
We're so old.
we've cleared that up. Okay, this Christmas will be a re-airing of the Goes Wrong show, and also Christmas Carol Goes Wrong.
I know, this is very exciting.
Yeah.
3 different days leading up to Christmas. We've got Christmas Carol Goes Wrong, The Spirit of Christmas, and Nativity Goes Wrong.
Very exciting.
Yeah. I'm very excited about that. That's great.
It's going to be great.
I'm really looking forward to this because I haven't watched Christmas Carol for a long time. I'm enjoying. I love the little model of London town.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
See that again, and obviously everybody in their green suits. That's gonna be
Yeah, that was fun.
that's traumatic.
yeah. And then Spirit
Whenever
of
I
Christmas
look
is.
back at that.
That was a
yeah.
long day. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Spirit of Christmas, you've got Henry Lewis being obviously 3 times more talented than everybody else, and Henry Shields getting stuck in a snowman costume.
Which is very funny.
Oh yeah, that destroyed me for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Just him getting genuinely stuck in the snowman costume,
very
Cabbage!
and then screaming
It
cabbage.
was very good.
And then you've got Nativity,
Oh, yes, which
Where
I
you've
think is
got
really fun.
a naked viral TikTok Greg.
Oh, yeah. TikTok
So
stars
if you want
Greg
to see
Tannehill.
that 12
Yeah.
million,
If you want to
million
see
man.
Greg naked, go to. Is that what you? Now, why is he naked? He's not naked.
Yeah, he is. He's
yeah,
King
he
Herod.
spins around, doesn't he?
He's in the nude. I mean,
Oh,
there
in
is
that one,
there is
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
modesty garments, but can't see them.
barely.
Barely.
We had to screw his slippers to the floor.
It was
They kept flying off.
It was
Oh,
quite
really?
outrageous. And that was filmed in between 2 different lockdowns, so it was quite an intense time.
Well, the night of filming, we had to get a special letter because lockdown hit at midnight.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we had to get a special letter in case we were stopped by the police.
On the way back.
On the way back.
Rogue comedy.
It's definitely worth watching. And that one, obviously, having only been aired once, so it'll be fun to watch that one again.
Okay. How many nips does Santa take in the spirit of Christmas?
Oh, wow. Okay. He says it once when it goes over, right?
And then it breaks, he has another one. And then he has a load while the bottle is breaking.
Yeah, which I'm going to put on that.
And
So
then he
that's
goes
5.
back for a few. I'm going to get... Should we do this together?
8. And then I think he mentions it at the end. He was like, too many nips.
I think we're going to go with 10. It's not how many it's mentioned, it's how many he actually drinks. Yeah, it's how many
How many
actually...
nips? How many nips does Santa take?
I think
Oh.
let's go with around 10. We're doing this together, or are we
I'm
not?
going to go with 10. I
There
think we go
are
together.
technically 2 answers. One is a slightly more comedy answer.
Well, too many.
Too many nips.
Too many nips.
Yeah.
Is
Too
how
many
many?
nips.
That's the one answer, but the actual number you're going to go for is 10.
I think we should go 11.
Okay. Turn
You're
it up
gonna
to
go-
11.
You're going to turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The answer is 8.
Oh, well, that's a really sad Christmassy ending.
It isn't, because I still won!
Yeah, Charlie Russell is the winner.
Ah, you fell for my game!
Now,
I'm
we
an
did
evil
learn
Christmas.
about a prize.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
So, what
Oh,
is
I
the
won.
prize?
A bag of chocolate coins.
Which are actually the best, because that's the best Christmassy
You get a
food in
bag
the
of
world.
chocolate coins.
Chocolate coins.
Do we have them here?
Oh my
Okay, yeah.
goodness!
We'll present the chocolate coins. Chris, as runner-up, you may sing a jingle for the chocolate coins to enter.
Okay, I'm going to just
Oh,
hold
Chris,
off
I'll
for
give
them
you,
to
I'll
enter.
give you a chocolate coin.
Cheeky little chocolate coin.
I want a coin.
What are you going to do for it?
Here they come, the sweet little gift, the gift of winning the quiz.
It's not quite cash, but it looks like it. I got coins for winning the quiz.
And that's the quiz.
Oh, who
That
wants
was
a
nice.
teamwork. Who wants
These
some
are actually
chocolate
amazing.
coins?
Yeah, I'm
Very
gonna take
nice.
Do you want a big one?
If yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy New Year.
That
Have a
is-
happy holiday if you don't celebrate Christmas itself. I hope you have some good time off. And rest and look after yourselves in this wintry time. Wrap up.
Charlie's doing the sign-off. Chris and I are eating chocolate
We're eating
coins.
chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've not nailed this. Thanks for listening, guys. And don't forget to tell your friends about these podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcasts, don't check the mail.
Yeah. And just thanks for supporting us this year. These guys are useless. Thanks for supporting us this year, 2022. Obviously, it's been so nice getting stuff back on the road and on the stage. And here's to another great year in 2023.
Yes, thank you very much for all of your support, Mischief
We love
Makers
you.
listeners.
You're the best fans.
And vote for Harry Kershaw for worst actor. Good night.